Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we have a colossal task in front of us. To connect our three properties into one and to allow more light to enter a little house, we're cutting a big hole in this wall of our little house to make big doors. We gotta be very careful to ensure stability so these stones from above don't collapse down.
For that, we'll use these special steel beams and these construction props.
Let's start. Since we live in a small city, our story always starts before the actual construction starts. And this time is not going to be an exception. So these construction steel beams that you saw in the intro, they don't sell them in Makarska. They're only available by order. Yeah, we cannot wait for a week to get that. So I'm here to pick up my dad. And then we're driving 60 kilometers to Split to go pick those up. Brodometallurgia. That was the wrong department, so they sent me to their other department just across the street. Hopefully they have it there. I think we're on the right spot. Yes, here it is. Got them. Let's go back. Everything is here. So we have our IPE beams. These are 120. That's 12 centimeters. And then we have the props here, which we already bought yesterday. We were able to find them here in local supply store. Time to start taking the rocks out. Hold fingers crossed.
The moment of truth.
The moment of truth, exactly, yeah. Yeah, hold fingers crossed so everything goes good. I think we took enough precaution and we're gonna take it slowly. Should be good. Very excited for this. Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay, imagine this being our little house. We have all the stones, and these are future doors. For those doors to exist, we need to pour a concrete beam right above it to keep all the stones above the doors firmly in place. This is called a concrete lintel, and it needs to extend 30 centimeters past the door frame on each side into solid rock. Before we pour that lintel, and in order to take all the rocks, we need a temporary solution. And for that, we'll need our needles. So we take 2 rocks out, just above our future concrete lintel, and we install our props. And on our props, we put our IP steel beams, so-called needles, and that's how we're gonna keep all the stones above our future lintel and doors in place and prevent them from collapsing until we pour our concrete lintel. Once those needles are securely in place, we can start taking out the rocks where our doors will be, pour our concrete lintel, and we have ourselves door. And here's Pau entering the house, being very happy.
First one is out. Look at all the smoke that entered even inside the wall. You remember the little house was a smoke kitchen. And this is what the stones look like before we clean them. We have our first hole and nothing collapsed. Cool. Now let's prop this and then we can make a second one. The stones on 2 sides of the wall that we're supporting are obviously not always equal size in level, so the beam is kind of takes longer to really sit on props and then the prop down, and then you really need to squeeze it. But yeah, now that's good. First one supported, and I forgot my gloves. Cool. And now let's go to the second one.
It seems to be hard. isn't it?
It definitely is. But we gotta take it out to put our needle.
Wow. Now we have a window.
Now we have a small window.
Small window.
Second one is in, just another one to go, and that one's gonna support this rock here. They're pretty stable. There's no chance I can move this, so it's gonna hold pretty good. Okay, let's do the last one. Whoa. No way. This one was huge. Holy moly. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, we have third hole. Here we have a bit of issues because this is quite tricky. Our concrete lintel needs to enter, so this is gonna be our doors until here. And then our concrete lintel needs to continue into solid rock. So it's gonna go something like this, as you saw on the other side. And on the other side it's good, but on this side we have these two big rocks. So we wanna support this big rock up, but we'll have to take these two. I thought that I can cut it with my saw, but that's not gonna work. It's gonna be too much dust and take too long. So yeah, unfortunately, both this one and this big nice one need to go out, and our concrete is gonna go somewhere until here. Let's try to do this carefully because these two are supporting that one. Remove them, and then we can prop that one up. Okay, we decided that we're not gonna risk and take this one and this one out. It really doesn't make sense. Our doors are 120, that's big enough, and I actually took 40 centimeters into the stone on each side. But yeah, that's actually really overkill. We're gonna go 30, pass the door frame into the rock. Calculating with those measurements, we actually end up exactly somewhere here. So then we don't need to take this rock, and then this rock is not in danger. We're still gonna prop it because we're propping the one on the other side. So if we're entering 30 centimeters here until here, and we're 25 deep, that means that I'm gonna have to cut this rock here, and then we go here, and then we go, and then our door frame basically goes down vertically. So this rock goes out, this one. Maybe we'll have to cut this one or just take it out and then down. Bad news, I did spend quite a lot of time trying to take that rock out, but good news, it doesn't need to go out, so that task doesn't need to be finished. It's gonna stay there, and we're also safer because that was quite tricky. That rock above is huge. Whoa. And with that, we'll wrap it up for today. See you tomorrow. Bye bye. Here we are, morning after. Today our goal is to prop all of these and then also take all the rock. so we can see the opening and how much light enters little house. Let's see. So this is the one that we wanted to prop. That seems suspicious individually, that could fall. That's exactly what happened. It really felt suspicious, so I knew that I shouldn't put my arm under it. And yeah, I was just picking around it with on the sides with the drill hammer, and then it just fell. Luckily, I was prepared and I was holding it like this with one hand, and I managed to stop it. You gotta be really careful when doing this. Look at this bad boy.
Wow. Amazing.
Look, this big one here is on the other side. So that one also needs to go. This is quite tricky. The thing is, we really need to be patient with this. This is where the risk is, right? We need to prop it good, and then we're safe and we can take the rest out easily without being afraid that something's gonna fall on our head and look up. But yeah, I don't know what we did. The mistake that we did, that I don't know why we did it. I think that we thought that we still need to go further with our lintel on this side because we didn't mark it on this side, only on the other one. So we propped this stone yesterday, and that doesn't make any sense because it's already sitting on the rock under. And the thing is, and now this is the last rock that's now standing on this side. On the other side we already took everything and we need to take it out, but the problem is it's too risky. I see that as I'm starting to, you know, chip and hammer this one, those up are getting loose. So instead of that one, we need to prop this rock, so drive our needle diagonally to that rock on that side that's already been propped to this one, and then we have a nice span here, and that needs to happen before we remove this rock. But then this rock is on the way. We cannot put a needle here. So yeah, what I'll do now, again, I need to cut, so we'll do this, and then we can get the needle closer, prop that rock up, which is going to hold everything above. Here we have this one holding everything on this side, and then we just need the third one and we'll be good with three. We don't need the fourth one. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, man.
Let's get dusty. Ay, ay, ay.
Ay, ay, ay. A little difficult
Yeah, a lot difficult.
because of the angle.
Oh,
Good one.
here it goes. Now we can access this one, which is the last one that goes to free our whole line. And then we're gonna prop this one there through, and that's it. Then we managed to do with only 3 props, luckily. Okay, they're propped. So we managed to do it with 3 needles instead of 4. Better, because now we have enough space here to walk around. We're gonna start slowly and always paying attention what's happening up. I can't wait for this moment to see how much light will enter a little house. This was really the goal of that, also to create as big door as we can, so we actually have as much light inside. Okay, let's go. Look, we're almost finished. There are only look, my dad's young. There are only two big rocks down that we're gonna take out tomorrow. Very, very happy with today. You, Dad?
I'm happy also.
Haha, cool, cool.
Very happy.
And we'll wrap it out for today because Frano came and said we gotta go. It's almost night, so yeah, he's worried about us. And look at what he brought us. His jokes, you already heard this one. Basically, like he said to take a photo of me and put me on Goular's can, and then no one will ever bite. So okay, see you tomorrow. Hey everyone, morning. So it's weekend and my dad stayed home. He's chilling a little bit, relaxing, and look who we have here. Pau came. What do you say about what we did here?
It's really crazy. It's amazing. I think in my head it was very simple, but now that I see it real, it's just insane. All right, and the mission of today is to finish with these two rocks here. So we gotta move them. And if you can see, here is the line where the door is gonna end. So we also need to get rid of these stones. So I came late to the party, but this is very exciting. Today is Buddha, as you can see, and here. But not even Buddha is gonna stop us.
By the way, Buddha is a very strong wind here in Dalmatia. These two rocks are really, really big. At least the left one is 150, 200 kilos. So, and there's nothing to push the crowbar against because they're the first ones down on the soil. Yeah, let's see how we're gonna do this.
I think the solution is gonna be just to cut it and then just take piece by piece out of there. Let's see. Here we have Gabriel Nemcic trying to against the rock. Who do you think is gonna win? Place your bets.
The plan is to wear it out slowly but surely.
Come on, it's almost there.
Now you can see perfectly the structure of these old walls. So basically you have, it's similar as we did our wall there, if you remember. So you have big stone on one side, big stone on the other side, and in between they pack it with rubble, with smaller stones. And a mixture of, this is a mortar, but it's whatever they had. So it's lime with gravel, but you know, any gravel that they had on their hand. It's pretty effective, and most importantly, it breathes.
Come here.
I can come. Wait, no, I can.
Now that rock is out.
Whoa. This is huge.
See, it's really huge.
Funny thing, look, the only two huge stones down close to foundations in the low row were here where we decided to put our doors.
Oh yeah.
Look at all the first row, the little stones. And then exactly here, they placed these two stones.
Do you think that means something?
Because who knows?
That we shouldn't have done the doors here. Okay, let's go for the second one. But this one is even bigger than this one.
This one is too heavy for my back and I'm not gonna risk it. So we came up with the strategy. We'll lift it with a crowbar little by little, and then we're gonna place boards under until we get it vertically, and then we can push it and turn it on the other side there together with that other rock. Because this one here This 200 kilos easily. Yeah, I'm not gonna risk it. I need these back to finish these houses and more. Okay, let's try.
Alright, so we collected a few boards. Let's see if this works. I think it's gonna work. With this one, we're gonna catapult the rock. So.
Yeah?
Yeah.
As big as this.
So.
Exactly.
So?
Yep. There's one.
Be careful
Okay.
with your foot, guys.
Out. Whoa.
Wait.
Holy moly. Our doors.
Wow.
Whoa. Amazing. Really amazing.
Welcome to our doors. At this point, Gabriel is cutting the stones to get a perfect vertical line for the doors.
This took too long because our grinder is not deep enough and this rock is huge. So what I need to do is constantly grind, then chip away with the drill hammer, then grind, and then back and forward. I didn't want to use the big one because I'm trying not to shake and disturb the upper rocks. But yeah, it's just gonna take me too long. I'll try with this one. And then also, the other reason is some of you already saw it when we were building our ring beam and when I was breaking the floor. But whenever we connect the bigger tools that drain more power, we actually lose power very often because we are connected at Frano's house, which is all the way 70 meters on the other side of the village. And we're plugging 3 cables to reach here. So yeah, the current is just not that strong. So whenever we can, we try to do it with the smaller tools that drain less power. Let's see how this is gonna go.
And with that, this video is slowly coming to an end. We managed to get our vertical lines pretty straight, define our door width, and prepare everything for the next step.
In our next video, we'll be filling our 2 sides with stone and mortar so we can create a straight, solid base and pour our concrete lintel.
And that was it for this video. We hope you liked it.
If you did, please give us a like, thumbs up, subscribe, comment, share the video to whom you might think would like it. And until next one, bye bye.
Ciao.